my name is Monique.
And I'm Naveen from Before You Play.
And today we have a different kind of playthrough for you. This time it is for a game that is more of an experience called Fog of Love.
Yes, this is a two-player only game where Monique and I will be taking on the roles of strangers who are meeting and falling in love, and basically the relationship is going to unfold. Hopefully we'll be happy in the end. This one's designed by Jacob Jaskov and published by Floodgate Games, who are helping sponsor this video.
Yes, in this game we are going to be building a fictional relationship. So this is not going to be based on real life.
Not me.
At all, no. We're going to be constructing our own characters and kind of playing around with the relationship and seeing if we reach happiness in the end, and if we're able to fulfill our destinies. Really,
right? We want to get our own needs met, but also want the relationship to work out. That's the ultimate goal.
Kind of like real life.
Yes.
And so today we are not going to actually start with a teach. We're going to be teaching the game as we play, since it's more of an experience, like I was mentioning.
Yep.
But we will do our best to explain everything as we go.
So if you are a fan of these kind of videos and you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing.
And with that, we're ready to begin. So if you please direct your attention to the center of the table, we're all set up here for our two-player only game of Fog of Love. And this might look like a very different board to you because it has a few things going on that you don't normally see, right?
It is different, yes.
And so just to kind of give you the lay of the land, the main purpose of this board is to lay out these 6 different dimensions. And these are personality dimensions that we are going to be unfolding for our character as the game progresses. If you are familiar with the game, we do want to mention that it comes with an introductory scenario as well as, I believe, 3 other stories that you can play through. It is not a legacy game, so there's technically no spoilers. It's all very dependent on the people who are playing around the table and what kind of stories that you make together. Because there's a little bit of role playing. But for your reference, we are playing the story called High School Sweethearts. And so in this scenario, we are playing as a couple who met in high school. We're now in a relationship and not yet married.
Not married yet.
But we'll see if it ends up well. And if we're happy in the end, right?
That's right.
And just to be clear, we've never played this scenario before.
No,
we've only done the introduction.
Yeah, this is a full experience for us as well right now. We know nothing going into this.
So I'm going to be playing on the right side of the board here. So all of my tokens are blue.
And I'll be on this left side, so I'll be the pink.
When creating your characters, the first thing that you do is each player is going to get a hand of 5 of these trait cards. And traits look like this. Each trait shows a specific personality trait as well as a trait goal that's going to be dependent on either a specific player's personality dimensions or a shared balance. And so these trait cards are kept secret from your opponent during the entire game. You're going to get a certain number of satisfaction points at the end of the game, depending on how many of these trait cards you're able to complete. So it's definitely meant to steer you in the right direction.
Yes, you could also lose points if you do not meet these criteria.
And remember, at the end of the game, the whole purpose is to reach a satisfactory feeling in your relationship.
Yeah, you want to be satisfied in your relationship as individuals and as a couple.
All right, so I've chosen my 3.
Me too.
And then the other 2 go to the bottom of the deck.
Yes, that goes to you.
Thank you. And if you're curious, these are my 3 trait cards.
And these are my traits.
And that's it for traits. And traits will make a little more sense as we explain some of the other cards.
Yep.
The next thing is both of our characters have occupations.
A job.
We work in real life.
Yeah.
And so each player gets 3 of these occupation cards.
That's right.
And we are to select one of them. We're going to select them at the same time and then simultaneously reveal them. And those are going to be public knowledge. All right. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, reveal. Okay, so my character is a journalist, and as you can see, there is an arrow at the bottom right-hand corner, and that pertains to our starting personality dimensions.
Right.
And so we kind of briefly mentioned this earlier. Like we were mentioning, there are 6 different types. There's discipline, curiosity, extroversion, sensitivity, gentleness, and sincerity. And we'll kind of talk about those as we play as well.
Sure.
But in addition to those types, there are 12 technically different aspects. There's more disciplined and less disciplined, right?
Right.
More curious and less curious, as depicted by these up and down arrows. And so since my character is a journalist, I get 1 starting personality point on curious. I'm more curious because, obviously journalists, we write on...
Investigating, you want to know more.
Yep, we report on stories, right? So I'm very curious.
Okay, well, I am a lawyer, and so I am less gentle. My green arrow is showing a downward arrow, so I am more on this side. A little bit more rough, antagonistic, and stubborn, according to this table here.
Yeah, according to the dimensions. I'm sure there are gentle lawyers out there.
I'm sure there
but
are.
I guess in general, you need to be stern, right?
You have
when
to
practice law.
I would imagine.
Going back to the trait cards, if you notice, the cards have these goals that we're trying to meet by the end of the game. And the way that we go about doing so is when we make decisions in game or even with our starting occupation as well as our features, it's going to give us a boost on those personality types. And our goals, hopefully, if we help steer our character in the right direction, is to achieve those trait goals by the end of the game.
You want to be true to yourself as much as possible in this game.
Yes. And finally, we have features, and that is this third deck down here. Each player gets 5 of them. These are supposed to be what you noticed in the opposite player. So
And the significant other, yes.
Right. And we're choosing 3 of these to give to our opponents. So we have are you ready?
Yeah, I have my 3.
All right, I have my 3 as well. First things first.
Uh-huh.
When we first met, the first thing I noticed was you're very well dressed.
Oh.
Right? Probably, I imagine, in professional attire.
Really?
Maybe you just came off of work. I don't actually know the story, although
A
we were
well-dressed
probably
lawyer.
in high school at the time.
Yes, but even then I was
Very
pretty,
well
you know,
dressed.
I begged my mom, like, please, can I go to the store? All right, so well dressed. I am a little bit more disciplined now, according to this trait
Yeah,
here.
very good.
Very good. Okay, well, Monique,
Yes?
I noticed that you were very, very fashionable that first day we
Oh.
met.
Hey, this is
Yes.
working out. We're a well-dressed,
Well-dressed couple.
right? So that is going to give me a starting bump on extroversion.
Yes, you're curious and an extrovert.
Slightly more extroverted.
Okay.
The next thing that I noticed, in addition to the fact that you're so well dressed, is you're wearing some nerdy glasses. Because hey, nerdy
was.
glasses are in. I have my glasses. You have your glasses. We work well together.
I did get LASIK ever since then, but yes, you were right. Okay, I am a little bit more sincere with my glasses.
Yeah, a little bit more modest.
Was,
So well dressed, but in a modest way.
Right. All right. Well, you were fashionable, and you were very fashionable with that gold chain that I noticed.
Oh,
I don't know if it was real. We were in high school, but you know,
wow.
it's something that caught my eye.
I've been wondering where that thing went.
Yeah, under the bed somewhere. Yeah.
Well, that gives me a downward bump on sincerity. So I'm less sincere because of my gold chain.
Yes.
I am potentially deceitful, pretentious, or
You
self-centered.
haven't changed a day since high school. Yeah.
Okay. And finally, of course, the big kicker. This is what sealed the relationship. Your seducing scent.
Ah.
Must be the
yeah.
cologne, right? To go along with your well-dressed.
It was Axe body spray. I'll have you know. Okay,
So,
we're going up.
yeah, it makes you a little bit more extroverted.
Yeah, I'm willing to spray that on. Okay, and of course your very fashionable flowery hat.
My flower.
I mean, you were wearing a gold chain and a flowery hat. Day 1 freshman year. Wow.
No wonder you noticed me.
Yeah, I definitely noticed you. Oh yeah.
That's quite the sight.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit sensitive, is what that means.
Yes.
Because I wore a flowery hat. I am sentimental, is
Yes.
what I'm going to take from that.
Yes, I agree.
Well, there you go. We have a fully formed character. And at this point, you name your character and then you can introduce yourself. And so her name is M.
M.
M, and you know, she's rather mysterious, so that could be short for
Emily,
Emma, unknown.
or something with an M.
She hasn't
like
given
Monique.
that bit away yet.
We don't know.
But,
Yeah.
well, her name is M. She is a journalist, as we all know. She is quite fashionable because you have to dress, you have to dress professionally to be in this kind of career.
True.
Although she used to have a gold chain, which is what initially caught your eye. She's since lost that. But she still has the flowery hat because sometimes you need it
Still has it. The
when
same
you go
one.
out in the garden, right?
Okay.
Lots of sun.
All right, my lawyer's name, the one I'm going to be controlling, his name is David. And the reason why I chose David was because it is the same name I give whenever I go to a restaurant or Starbucks.
Oh, yeah.
And I need to write on the cup. So David, our
So it's
lawyer.
like you're already connected.
Yes,
right?
back in high school, he was well dressed. He wore glasses, nerdy glasses at the time that caught M's eye.
Uh-huh.
And he also wore Axe body spray.
Okay.
That was a seducing scent.
And that's it. We have our fully formed characters. We are ready to start the game. So at this point, it's really dependent on which scenario you're playing. And like I said earlier, we are playing the high school sweetheart scenario. And so the synopsis here is we started dating in high school and we're a couple now. And our relationship is going to last because I believe in this scenario, there is no possible way to break up like
Okay.
there are in some of the other ones.
Yes, you can break up in this game.
But the question is, will our relationship be happy? That is the question we are trying to answer today. This scenario is 3 chapters in length. During the finale, which is the very, very end of the game, for each of our trait cards we are able to successfully fulfill, we're going to score 5 satisfaction points.
Okay.
Each one that we were unable to fulfill is -2 satisfaction.
Okay.
And while we're on that topic, the way that we track satisfaction is here on our cards. At the start of the game, we start with 0. For every 10 that we earn, we're going to put a chit on our actual person and then continue tracking it that way.
Yep.
And so at the very, very end of the game, that is going to determine one of the things that possibly will determine if we are able to fulfill our destinies. Now, each chapter, we're going to be playing a certain number of scene cards from our hand. In this scenario, we start with 3 sweet scenes, which are more like romantic or sweet events or experiences.
Nicer things.
Yeah. 1 serious and 1 dramatic scene. And so let's just go ahead and get started with the first chapter.
Sure.
Ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So chapter 1. So ever since high school, you were a lovely couple in high school. Everybody thought you were a perfect match. As you see it, did you break up at all, even for a short time? Now, if you'll notice, the chapter card shows 3 different options to choose from, as well as who is going to be doing the choosing. And so for this specific chapter, we both get to choose. And so the way that works is we are going to choose using our letter tokens over here. We are going to secretly choose one of these and then simultaneously reveal. And we're going to get a certain number of satisfaction points at the bottom here, depending on if we chose the same answer. So I would say just answer truthfully. At this point, our personality traits aren't really guiding us.
B
right?
or C. Yes, that's right.
All right, ready?
Oh yeah, I have one.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, reveal.
A.
Oh,
C.
where are you going with that? Okay, so according to Naveen,
It was only 5 minutes. According to you, it was 5 years.
yes. If somebody asks me, apparently, I would say, yes, we broke up for 5 years. So anyway, we did not match our answers, so we both start the game with 8.
8 instead of 10.
8 satisfaction.
That's not too bad, I guess.
Not too bad. Kind of held our hand there.
Yeah, take it back.
All right. Now we can continue with the actual chapter. And so we're going to be taking turns playing scenes from our hand. And the scenes are largely going to function the same way as the chapter did, where you're going to have a question and then somebody is going to answer the question.
Right.
And sometimes it'll affect your personality traits or it'll give you satisfaction points. At the bottom of the card here, it tells you how long the chapter is. In this specific chapter, we're going to be playing until we played a total of 6 cards.
6 cards, yep.
Yes. All right. So shall we begin?
Yeah, do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to start us off with something nice and simple, right? We want a trip to Italy.
Oh, yeah.
So how much time can we take out of our busy calendars? In this scene, we are both going to be choosing here for our own characters. So if you were to ask us how much time we can take off, this is what M would answer, I suppose.
Okay.
What'll it be? Choose wisely.
Choose wisely.
Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, reveal. Oh, uh-oh.
We don't.
Are things rocky
sync up
in
here.
this high school relationship?
So you're saying let's go for a month.
I'm a journalist.
That's true. Yeah.
I would love to report on things around Italy, right? Take
Yeah.
some beautiful photos.
That's true. I'm a lawyer. I really can't. I can't work remote. I really don't have the time. I'm over my head in deadlines. There's just no way.
That is fair. Either way, so since I chose A, M over here is going to get a downward bump on discipline because I'm a little bit reckless for choosing a whole month, right, out of the country.
Interesting.
But I will get an upward bump on curiosity because, I think a whole month is enough to satisfy my curiosity.
Yeah, so I'm the exact opposite. David, David is the exact opposite. He is going to lose some curiosity, but going to gain some discipline. Want to stay back at the office.
Very hardworking. Diligent. All right, we can go ahead and take these back. Okay. And we have additional effects at the bottom of the card here.
That's right.
And so it says that if we don't play a match, then we both get -1 satisfaction. Our relationship is going downhill real quick. Naveen?
We started at 0, we're at 7.
Oh my gosh. All right, and once the scene has been resolved, then you always draw your hand back up to 5 cards, and the deck that you're allowed to draw from is also going to be dependent on the chapter that you're playing. So in this chapter, it says we can only draw cards from the sweet deck because it's still kind of early, in the story, so you want to keep things nice.
That's nice.
All right, Naveen, or David.
David.
Your turn.
Here we go. A fortune teller. We look at that, an old-fashioned fortune teller. Do you want to take a closer look? Ooh. And so we're both going to choose this. Either A, never, I am not superstitious. B, that might be fun. Or C, yes, let's do it.
Interesting. Would a journalist leave their fate to a fortune teller? You tell me if any journalists are out there. And at this point, you may want to look at your traits and make sure that you are
working towards them.
You're playing towards them, right? All right. I have chosen.
Same.
Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, reveal.
Hey.
Oh!
So I have said never. I am not superstitious.
Why not?
So I'm going to lose some curiosity.
A non-superstitious lawyer?
Yeah,
how could
you gotta go by the facts.
I don't know what the two have to do with each other, but I chose that might be fun because we're a little bit spontaneous.
Extroverted.
So I get 1 bump up on the extroversion.
Yeah.
I'm extroverted. I said yes, let's do this. And so that's for these additional effects. If we had chosen B and C, which is clearly we did not, then they would be good omens. We would both get some satisfaction, and we would also reveal a destiny from our hand. And that's probably the last bit of rules explaining that we need to go over. We both start the game with these 4 exact destiny cards. So we have the exact same hand, and over the course of the game, we're going to be discarding these cards from our hand because at the very, very end, we are going to try to fulfill one of them. And each destiny card has a specific requirement, which we'll talk about later, that has to do with these personality traits and satisfaction points. So more on these later. Had we matched on C, then more things would have happened as well. But because neither of those things happened, then nothing additional happens, right?
Yep.
So we're pretty much in the clear.
Take it back.
So go ahead and drop the 5.
Draw back from the sweet deck.
So now I'm going to go next. All right, David, are you ready?
David's
I
ready.
have one for you.
Okay.
So this is the stupidest thing. What is the stupidest thing that you've done in front of a crowd? I'm very curious to know.
What David has done in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so for this card, it specifically says the partner chooses. So since I am playing the scene, David is the partner.
And the partner.
He is going to choose for David, and this is only going to affect David's personality traits.
Gotcha.
So it's all just dependent on David over here. From here on out, we'll just read out the answers when you select them.
Sounds good. B, in front of a crowd? Nothing. So that's my answer to that. I have never done anything embarrassing in my life in front of a crowd, so I'm going to go down on extroversion, and I'm going to go up in discipline.
Nothing?
Nothing.
That's a little boring.
You asked.
Some of the options is I've never done anything stupid. Oh, which means that you might have done something stupid. It's not in front of a crowd.
Maybe.
I once licked a frozen pole and my tongue got stuck. Or I accidentally kissed a kid from my class at a school play on the mouth in front of the whole school. David, you had such good options here and you chose nothing.
I'm just being true to myself.
All right, so that's me. Back to you.
Okay. So we are halfway through the first chapter because total there's going to be 6 cards played to this area. All right, the next scene we have, it's just some problems at work.
Ooh.
Something is nagging me at work just a bit. What should I do?
As a lawyer, just a bit.
Just a bit. And so we are both going to choose here.
So we both choose, but for this one, Naveen is choosing how he hopes that I would react, and I'm choosing how I would actually react,
That's
right?
it. Yep.
Okay. And we've got some personality trait bumps here.
We do.
So be cautious of what you choose. I have my answer.
Okay, me too. Yep.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. This is the least matches we've had. Naveen wants me to say, you should just work harder.
Work harder.
That I'm going to tell you to work harder? You're telling me that you're stressed at work.
Tell me how disciplined I am.
No, instead, I'm going to tell you to quit and take some time off. Of course, you work so hard. Quit and take some time off.
All right, so my trait will go here more into the discipline because that's what I wanted.
And I'm
She'd
less
say
disciplined
less.
because I'm encouraging you to stop the work,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
And because there was no match here, we have a dramatic fight. We have a dramatic fight over nothing. We fought over this.
Okay.
We added more stress to your life. So you're the player, you get -2 satisfaction.
Oh boy.
And you draw a drama scene. So that's just one more dramatic thing to add to your hand.
Okay.
I have -2 satisfaction because you did not take my advice. Why did you even ask me? All right, very good.
That's it.
So back to me, and I think you probably have 5 in your hand
I
now.
have 5 because the scene forced me to draw a card.
Okay, so then no additional cards.
Yep.
I'm going to play a new kind of scene because there are different types of scenes in the decks that we haven't gone over. This is a situation. So situations are a little bit different. They do not get played to the play area, so they don't count as a scene towards our length.
Sure.
But it's just kind of something that happens. You resolve it immediately, and it usually has an effect on the next scene played.
Okay.
So this specific situation is called a triple rainbow. Amazing. I didn't think this could even happen. 3 rainbows from the same point. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Triple
Just
rainbow.
Boom, boom, boom.
So the situation here is we will both secretly select a scene from our hand to give to the other.
Okay.
And then we trade them simultaneously. The next scene played has double the impact on satisfaction. So you better be confident about your next scene. I'm just going to put this over here for now. Ready?
Yes. Here you
Okay, so I'm going to give this one to you.
What you got?
And that's that. That is my entire turn. I have 4 cards. So I'm going to draw an additional card here from the sweet deck. And that ends my turn. This situations technically get discarded, but I'm just going to leave it here face up just so we know that it's currently in play.
Right.
Because your next scene is going to be twice the satisfaction, so you better make it good.
2x. All right, next scene. Flowers.
Oh.
Here, I bought you some flowers.
That's nice.
So we're both going to choose, and it says player chooses what to give, partner chooses what is preferred.
Oh, good luck.
I get to choose. Yeah.
So David is actually choosing the flowers, M is choosing like, well, you know, if he were to give me flowers, these are what I would want.
Yeah, either
right?
20 large red roses, 50 fancy colored tulips, or a huge custom-made lavender bouquet.
Choose
carefully.
Choose carefully because we have a lot of satisfaction here that's on the line.
And it's doubled because of the situation that you
Right.
picked.
Yeah. So we want to have a match. We want to choose the same one.
A match would be nice.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
1, 2, 3, reveal. Oh my gosh. What is going on?
Okay, so we did not have a match.
I really wanted David to bring me some 50 fancy colored tulips. I have a flowery hat.
Oh, you do?
So I figured the more
I
flowers,
figured 20,
the better.
20 red roses would have been nice also.
I mean, I guess.
It's a sentiment.
It is the thought that counts. So there's no match, which means the partner, so just me, I get +1 satisfaction. So that's going to be times 2.
Times 2 because of the rainbow.
Yep, so I get 2 satisfaction because flowers are flowers in the end, right? It was still a nice gift. I'm still satisfied. Thank you.
Okay. I guess it's more in David's head. He's like,
Yes.
I didn't get the right thing. Dang
Right.
it."
Disappointment.
Disappointment. So that's 5 scene cards. So one more scene card, and that's the end of the chapter. So
Right.
I'm going to draw back up from the sweet deck.
All right, back to me. And I'm actually not going to be playing the final scene because I'm going to be playing a different kind of scene.
Okay.
I'm not going to reveal it right now because it's called a secret. So it's like I kind of developed the secret at some point. Over the course of the game, something might make me reveal this. And if I were to reveal it, then something will happen. But for now, secrets get placed underneath the board just like this. If it doesn't get revealed throughout the game, then at the very, very end of the story, I'm going to reveal my secret.
During the finale, we'll reveal your secrets.
Right. So now it's back to you for potentially the final scene.
So the final scene, be honest, do they fit me?
Oh my gosh.
Do you think these pants fit me?
The forever question.
So we are both going to choose here, okay? So what do I want?
You're asking me, actually. David is asking M if David's pants fit him.
Yes, I am well dressed, so I need a, you got to make sure that you get some sort of like feedback.
You need some kind of validation.
Validation, yeah.
So there is definitely an answer that you want me to say.
Yes.
All right. I have my answer.
Okay, same.
1, 2, 3, reveal. Oh my gosh. What were you expecting? You wanted me to say, to be honest, not really?
Yeah, I need it straight. I need it told straight. I said, to be honest, not really. Monique said, they do, but I'm not sure you really like them. They're not really your style. Too plain, perhaps.
I'm fashionable, so I feel like M would really know what she thinks would be fashionable, and those pants aren't it.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to make some alterations to our traits here. So I'm going to go down in gentleness and then up in sincerity because I wanted the truth.
The cold, hard truth.
Tell me the right way.
I kind of gave you the twofold discussion.
Yeah.
So I was just very extroverted in my response.
You're just totally willing to say what you wanted to say.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
And since this was not a match, then the player, so Naveen, gets -1 in satisfaction.
My satisfaction's not looking too good in this relationship here, Monique.
Not bad, huh? All right, next time I will make sure to just tell it to you straight. No explanation needed, I guess. Where's the conversation?
All right, so even though it's this chapter, I still draw from this deck here.
Because at the end of your turn is when you check to see if the chapter is finished. And at this point, we've played 6 scenes, and so chapter 1 is done.
Chapter 1 in the books.
So we keep the cards in our hand, but all of the cards from this chapter are going to get discarded and face down over here. And we are going to begin chapter 2. Now that we're into chapter 2, this is quite a bit longer. This is going to be a length of 12 cards. Okay. And for this one, you can draw from any 3 of these decks. So this is not going to be limited to those sweet scenes. We may potentially see some drama.
Sure.
All right. So chapter 2, what do you hope will happen? So life is getting a bit more serious. You thought you knew each other, but not everything is transparent or easy to understand. So what do you hope will happen? So immediately, we are going to both discard 1 scene from our hands and draw a new one. So if you wanted to just discard one, you can. And then we're going to choose one of the selections here. So let's go ahead and first discard a scene.
Okay, I'll discard this one.
All right, I'll discard this as well.
Okay.
And then did you draw a card?
I have not. I'll go with serious. Let's go middle.
I'm going to go with drama. I am a journalist, after all. And what's life, right? What's life without drama? It's not real life.
Okay.
And the thing that's new about this specific chapter is depending on which option we choose, it's going to force us to discard a specific destiny. And so at this point, we're going to be looking at our destinies.
We should be looking at our destinies.
Have an idea as to which one we may want to fulfill depending on our personality traits. So you want to make sure you don't make the selection that forces you to discard that destiny, right? I think I have my answer.
I have my answer, yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
There we
Yes!
go. We've turned the page.
Finally, all we needed was to get
have
through the first
a
chapter,
match.
and now our relationship will be more stable. So we chose option B, which is I hope we can be equal partners. So
Mhm.
this is what we hope will happen, right?
That's
We
right.
want fairness in our relationship. So
True.
there we go. So the result of this, it says you have to discard a destiny. You cannot discard equal partners, which is the name of a specific destiny.
Specific destiny.
And if you're curious, the other options are either I hope we can stay true to ourselves, or I hope we can be a real love team, which was not important clearly to either
Wanna
of
be
us.
equals.
And actually, these scenes get discarded in the regular discard because they're not specific to our character.
That's right.
Our personal discard is specifically for the destinies that you discard.
That's right.
And later on in the game, we'll have the opportunity to switch them back into our hand if we change our minds.
So we did match here, so that's
Finally.
good. We are both going to get 6 satisfaction points. So I'm going to go
Finally.
from 4 to 10. So now I'm on the 0. I rounded it, and then I get to put this in the 10 spot.
Yes.
All right.
Great. So how much satisfaction do you have right now?
I have 10 exactly. What are you at?
I have 13. So a little bit more.
We got to work
A little
it.
bit more. I'm a little bit happier.
That's fine.
You know? And that's that. Now we are ready to begin. So since Naveen went last, then I'm going to start us off here.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. So we have a bit of a dramatic scene over
Ooh.
here. My aunt is coming to town,
Oh, no.
which doesn't seem like it would be dramatic. However, she would never approve of us. So can we just tell her that we're friends?
Wow.
We're going to keep our relationship a secret here. So in this scene, we both choose. I'm choosing how I hope David is going to react, and Naveen is choosing how he actually reacts. All right, I have my answer.
Okay, me too.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
D
Oh,
and
D.
B. Oh boy.
Oh boy. So I chose B because it says she shouldn't visit us under false pretenses, which is true. You should tell her before she arrives. So I'm hoping that you want me to be sincere. I'm hoping that you tell me that, no, we shouldn't lie to her, right?
Yeah.
But instead,
Yeah, instead I said, you can see her, but I won't be there. I'll be at work. Besides, I wouldn't know what to say.
That is quite disciplined.
Disciplined.
Although I would describe that as something else.
right.
That's
So-
not very nice.
So my discipline goes up. So I'm going to switch out this 4 and put out a 5 token.
Oh my gosh. I'm thinking Naveen has a trait that is requiring him to be very disciplined here.
Yeah, so in a certain part of the game, you start to see what somebody has been regularly going towards, and you're like, okay, I'm going to start making compromises
Yes.
to accommodate the things that you assume.
Right. So maybe I'll have a scene that I know Naveen will choose to go up on discipline so I can get the personality trait that I need, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so since I chose B, I was a little bit more sincere here. I have not been sincere yet up until this point, but that was a little bit moment of truth there.
I like it.
And so because we did not match, I lose 2 satisfaction because you told me the terrible
I said,
terrible
"No, I won't
response
be there."
Yeah. In addition, I get to retrieve a destiny because it's kind of like,
Like, do I
maybe
want this?
maybe I should reconsider this,
Is
right?
that even willing?
And you get -3.
Oh boy. So let's go back. We go 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
My tenor comes off. I am not very satisfied here, Monique.
You're not very
M.
happy about the aunt.
Happy,
Not
yeah.
not knowing about her relationship,
Yeah,
right?
I went back.
Kinda
I was
made
like,
you
you know what,
mad.
I'm just gonna go to work.
I can't really blame you, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and draw a scene, and I think I'm going to go with, let's go with serious. All right, and that's me. So now it's back to you.
The next scene is baffled stranger. Stranger standing in front of you in a queue. Are you a couple? I would never guess people like you could be lovers.
What
So
is
we
that
are-
supposed to mean?
So they're judging us is
We're-
what they're doing. So obviously we are a couple, we are together. So how are we going to react? We're both going to choose here.
And we take our tokens
Right.
back, by the way, from last time. All right. So this is, how are we reacting in the moment? How would you react to this? A well-dressed lawyer.
You know?
Ready?
Yep.
Go. B. What is this?
B, of course people like us can be lovers. What's wrong with that?
Okay, that's a very fair
Unbelievably
answer.
fair.
It's
yeah.
probably what I
So-
would have said in real life.
I am not gentle, as you can see.
Yes. However, I am not M, and M is a fashionable journalist who says nothing. She doesn't hold back, and instead she shows clear affection in front of everyone. So a little bit of PDA, a moment of PDA in front of this probably stunned stranger.
Straight baffled.
Right. And for this, she gets a bump up on curiosity because she basically wanted to know how they were going to react. How would you respond to something like that, right?
And extroverted. So
And
you can exchange it for
extroversion.
a fiver.
Yes. So clearly M is quite extroverted.
Quite.
Right.
Because one of us chose B and the other one chose C, we are both going to gain 1 satisfaction.
Nice.
That's fair.
A little bit of satisfaction in that act of rebellion.
Rebellion, yeah, totally.
Stick it to them. Okay.
All right, so
So-
let's take our tokens back.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go for some drama.
Okay.
Let's go for some drama.
Something spicy?
Spicy.
All right, so back to me. I'm going to play a serious scene. This is couples therapy.
Ooh.
So I'm happy that we decided to see a couples therapist.
Yeah.
So I guess, with all of this satisfaction that we're losing here, it was time to make this move.
I think so.
And so we're both going to choose, how do we approach this?
Okay.
So there are 3 options here. How would you approach couples therapy?
And we're both gonna choose.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, reveal.
Hey.
Hey, what is this? What in the world?
All right.
I chose C, which is what happened is our shared responsibility. We need to fix this together. I took the sincere and gentle route, the honest, right?
Right.
I want equality, and that's the route I took.
Yeah, and it says the chooser loses 1 satisfaction.
Oh, I didn't notice that part.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a little bit unsatisfied in our relationship.
Yeah. And that was
because
part of C to lose that one.
Yeah.
I chose A. Okay, now that I'm being honest, it's not my fault.
Wow.
I mean, you asked.
What an awful thing to say.
So we're gonna go down. We're not gentle.
No.
We know this, and not being very sincere apparently.
Yeah, because relationships are a 2-way street here.
So the chooser is gonna gain 1, and the other is gonna lose 2.
What? This is terrible.
Fair and balanced,
So,
Monique.
I'm going down to 9.
Just like I am.
Oh my gosh. We have very
We
little
have the same
satisfaction
satisfaction level, at least.
here. I like that you went up in satisfaction knowing that
It's like,
you...
I think it's not my fault.
Yeah. Typical.
Typical.
Wait, actually, there's additional effects.
Oh, yeah.
And neither of them apply because
this is no match.
things happen if you match either A or C, and there was no match at all. Wow.
So
That did not go as
need
planned.
to draw a card.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and draw from the. Let's go with drama.
Drama.
See what we can find here. So now it's back to you. We're 3 scenes in, so we still have quite a bit to go.
3 scenes in. Okay. The next scene we're involved in is a photo of us together.
Oh, what could possibly happen?
A photographer asks, "What pose do you prefer?" So we are both going to choose our most preferred pose.
Pose.
Which pose?
I mean, doesn't the photographer just tell us what to do?
Like the most preferred, though. We're paying them. I guess they want to satisfy our needs.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So we're both going to choose here because we both have a preference, apparently. All right, ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, reveal.
See.
Oh my gosh. So of course I would want to jump up in the air while holding hands.
Oh, so yours is we'll jump up in the air while holding hands.
Yes.
Okay.
So a little bit even more extroverted than I already am.
Even more, yeah. Well, I thought we should face each other holding hands and smile.
What?
Yeah.
Face each other. Okay.
Holding hands and smile.
You chose C, I chose D. That is none of these options. Oh, actually, it is. It's the bottom. It's either chose A or B, match with C or match with D, or anything else. We both lose a satisfaction. This relationship is going downhill real quick. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
This has not happened in the introductory scenario, I will tell you.
I'm gonna
Right?
pick up a sweet card. Let's just try to bring it back to the basics.
Let's bring it
here.
back to that. Maybe that's the
boy.
problem. All right, I'm going to play a serious scene, but I'm thinking this is one that we're going to see eye to eye on and hopefully earn some satisfaction.
Okay.
So, should my ex come to our party? My ex has been asking about our party. I think everything is okay between us since our breakup, but is that enough for an invitation, David? In this scenario, we would both choose, and this is basically how either of us would respond to this situation.
Okay.
I brought up a concern, and this is how we would each respond. A, B, or C.
Wow.
All right, ready?
I am ready.
1, 2, 3, reveal.
A.
Aha, I knew it. We finally matched. So no way. Of course not.
What ex? We've been since high school. Oh,
Yeah.
We had that 5 years. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Is that like a...
That's a throwback.
So we both go down in gentleness because it wasn't just a no, it was a no way.
No way.
No
I'm
way.
not gentle about this.
And because we matched, we finally matched, we both gained some satisfaction. So
Perfect.
1, 2, 3. At least we see eye to eye on something, even though it is just the topic of our past relationships.
Sure.
That's not all, actually. In addition, if you had discarded Love Team, then you get to swap it in. So that's going to be specifically for Naveen.
All right. So maybe I had discarded it earlier. So Monique knows a little bit of something about my destiny.
I know that Love Team is in your
It's now in my hand. Yeah.
But what is this Love Team? Like, is it even something that?
Well, I was willing to get rid of it earlier. So.
Oh. Love Team.
Love Team.
Love Team is not going to happen. I mean, if you've been following the events thus far, ain't going to happen. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and draw from since that was a serious card, I'll just draw a serious scene.
Okay. Next scene, what do you want to avoid? I really want to know more about what you want to avoid in our relationship.
Okay.
The partner chooses, so you're going to choose.
This is just me.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you right now, I think, and I'm just going to go ahead and choose A. So for this option, I'm going to get a bump up on sincerity because I'm being really honest here. Because since I chose A, I have to reveal one of my destinies and then I discard it. So I'm basically saying, of these 4 destinies, I don't want this to happen.
Sure.
So
Be real.
I'm going to reveal my love team destiny.
Love team.
The
Nice.
destiny that's definitely not going to happen.
And you know I have it in my hand.
Correct.
So, okay.
But it's going to require us to have a shared balance of at least a net 6 on gentleness. And so what this means, by the way, since we haven't addressed that at all, is at the end of the game, you're going to score for each of your personality dimensions, and you're going to take the net worth of them, basically. So if I look at my gentleness score right now, it's at 0.
You as an individual is at 0.
As an individual, exactly. Right. So sometimes these require you to have shared balances. And right now our shared balance is -5 on gentleness. We are a very rough couple here.
Rough, antagonistic, and stubborn.
We're very stubborn. And so because of that, I don't think we're going to be fulfilling this at all. So I'm going to discard that.
Very nice.
And since I'm the chooser, I also get 1 additional satisfaction here because that felt very good being honest.
Yep.
And I believe you also get 1 bump.
I'll take
and
it.
your satisfaction.
So we're both at 12.
Yeah, we both appreciated that kind of
Chipping
honesty.
away, yeah. So we are halfway through this entire chapter. We've played 6 to the chapter, and we need 12 total.
Did you draw?
I need to draw right now. Let's go with the serious.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
All right, back to me. Okay, this is a serious, tough one for you here, Naveen. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Get a tattoo. So I think you should get a tattoo with my name. Just M, somewhere on your body. Just so it's really clear how committed you are. So you're going to choose a reaction to this. How would you react to me asking you to tattoo my name on your body?
Oh. All right, I think David thinks B.
B?
B.
What? Disfigure my body? No way. I love you, but this is not the right way to show it. Oh my gosh.
Not the right way to show it.
Hold on. Do I care about this? I'm gonna play another card from my hand. This is another type of scene. It's called a reaction. So you play these depending on the circumstances that it says on the card.
Okay.
And for this specific card, it says, you don't really mean that. Play immediately after a choice made by your partner, not a chapter choice. Your partner has to alter the choice made to something else. You have to decide. You have to reevaluate your response here because you're kind of sensing that I didn't like that answer. If we had a destiny called dominant, I would also swap that in since I'm the player. But I also draw a new scene right after playing this, and you get -2 satisfaction. Because of this card.
-2 satisfaction, and then I resolve this one,
yes,
right?
and then you resolve it. So no matter what, it's -2 satisfaction
I didn't
for you.
like being stopped.
You didn't like being
track.
You didn't like being evaluated like that.
All right, then I would say A then.
A? Okay.
I'll reevaluate.
That's fantastic. So Naveen is David, sorry. David is choosing A. Okay, good idea.
Yeah, it's like no way. Okay, yeah, actually, no, you're right. So in the end, we're going to choose A here, and that A means I'm going to go up on both curiosity and sincerity.
Yes.
So
you know I love you and that I will never leave you. So you're going to honor me by tattooing my name on your body.
Yes.
In addition, if you have a destiny called honorable exit, you have to discard that. And I get +3 satisfaction. I'm happy.
Wow.
So happy with that answer. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm at 15.
Okay, our next scene. We need to lose some weight.
Excuse me?
I'm saying. It's great to be together, but I think we're getting chubby. Let's do something about it. The only way to succeed is to do it together and support each other.
I will say I do appreciate your use of we. You're avoiding you statements here.
Yeah, we.
But I don't know if I appreciate that.
And so now the partner is going to choose this. How is M going to respond to David?
All right, well, I'm choosing B. What? You think I'm fat?
B.
Even though you're saying we, I took it to mean me. How dare you? So I go down in discipline. I wasn't able to hold back there. But I do go up in sensitivity. I'm a little bit sensitive about topics like that.
Okay.
Let's try to stay away from them. Unfortunately, that would cause you to lose some satisfaction.
Wow. Wow.
This is quite a rocky relationship here. So unfortunately, it's looking like our characters are not very compatible. But it's not about there's no true winner in the game. You're just creating a story. So sometimes that's life,
so
right?
I'm down to 9. So this goes off, and then I need to draw. Let's
Oh
get
my
serious. All right.
Maybe you should have chosen sweet.
Ugh.
So how many cards is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So
8.
4 more until the end of this chapter.
Mhm.
And then we'll have 1 more. Okay. Let's try to get some happiness here. All right, since we are both fashionistas and we had a recent argument about my weight for some reason, we're going with your clothes make me look great.
Okay.
Look at this. Your clothes look better on me than they do on you. How do you feel? How does that make you feel? How do you react? My partner chooses. So how does David react to that? You have 3 options.
A, B, and C.
You can react in a disciplined way or a sincere or less sincere way.
I'm gonna say B. We're gonna go with B here. Wow, you look incredible, like a hotter version of me.
Thank you.
B.
That is what I've been looking for.
A compliment like
So
that.
a sincere comment for
Yes.
once, because you've been quite rough. You've been so
not
rough
gentle.
this entire time. Okay,
It's a
so
you statement.
in addition to that, I also get +3 satisfaction.
you
That was
got
really
it.
nice.
Yeah, I'm the one compromising
3.
here. Look at this satisfaction over here versus yours.
I know, it's a good thing that there's no breaking up in this specific scenario, or else Naveen would
I'd be pretty disgruntled.
have something to say about it. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and draw a card, and let's make it... I've been very nice lately, so I'm going to grab a drama.
This is a good idea.
Yeah?
Our first visit to IKEA.
How fun!
Let's go to IKEA. It'll be fun. So we are both going to choose here. How do we both approach shopping for furniture?
Oh my gosh.
All right.
This is going to be hard to answer as not myself, because we both actually like doing
We
this.
like going to IKEA.
So how do we both approach this topic? And the answers are going to range from we really don't need much. We have so much stuff already to I really don't care. Just get what you want. Oh my gosh. I have my decision. Ready?
You have a decision? Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, nice. There we go.
Fantastic. Okay, we see eye to eye
There
here.
we go.
So we chose we really don't need much. We have so much stuff already, which is what we actually say in
That's
real
right.
life.
We somehow just wander.
Yeah. So,
Right. So we both go down in curiosity
right.
and up
In sincerity.
in sincerity. So I'm going to make this a 5 here.
Perfect. So I have 4 in sincerity. That was a very sincere,
We're a sincere couple
yet
here.
not fun. We're not into the exploring IKEA today. It's not
Yeah.
Sunday, so.
Yeah, Sunday at IKEA. Okay.
And so we do have a couple of additional effects here because we did have a match. We both get +3 on
Nice.
satisfaction. So
1, 2,
1, 2, 3. We're pretty much like, oh, good. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
At least we
see
can
eye to eye.
agree about the Swedish meatballs.
Yes. Yes. So that is 10 scenes so far. 2 more, and then the
2
chapter
more.
will end.
Okay, let's just enjoy ourselves a nice little sweet scene.
Okay. All right. I have a serious question and kind of a status update here. It's been a
Okay.
while since we've had an update on our relationship status. So when should we change our relationship status on social media? We've been together since high school, after all. So I'm going to read the 4 options this time. It's going to be A, does it matter? Real life is the only important thing. B, I'm going to change it soon. Will you help me remember? C, if you do it first, I'll follow suit. Or D, I love you so much, I'll do it right now. And so this is a special card that pertains to this scenario. Some things may happen depending on
okay.
how people choose.
Okay.
But,
you got our token back from the last one.
We're both going to choose our answer here.
Interesting.
I definitely have my answer. Are you ready?
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
D. Oh,
Yes.
nice.
All right. So we have both chosen D. I love you so much. I'll do it right now. Going
now.
online right now. Changing my status. So we're both a little bit more extroverted because we were not afraid to do it right now
Publicly
in this second.
online.
Right? Don't even have to think about it. So additional effects. Because we both matched on D,
Okay.
we both get +2 on our
Nice.
satisfaction.
Okay.
That was a happy decision. We're going to scan through the serious deck for a specific scene called Popping the Question.
Oh,
And then we shuffle the deck and put the scene on top. So it looks like I'm going to be drawing that. Oh, the serious deck.
serious deck.
Popping the
Get
question.
serious here.
What kind of question do you think that is, Naveen? Go ahead and give this a shuffle.
Shuffle. Okay.
This is going to go on top.
So technically, nobody has to have that card, right? Like you're not forced to draw that popping the question card that we're gonna put on top.
Right. I have an option.
Yeah, you have 1 of 3 options, but whoever grabs it will then have it.
I think I'm going to take it.
You're taking it. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna. Okay.
I'm going to take it. That's it. That
it.
ends my turn. I'm glad that we're on the same page
Yeah.
about our relationship status, though. Things have been changed. Social media is permanent, as we all know.
It is out there.
So 11.
11.
So if you play a scene that's going to be added
thing up.
over there, then it'll be the end of the chapter.
All right, let's do that. Let's Who would be your dream dinner guest?
Ah.
So, given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest? So, the partner is going to choose. M is going to choose.
Oh, specifically for M.
M.
Let's see. Who would a journalist? I mean, the options technically are a movie star, an entrepreneur, a historical figure, or my lovely grandmother who passed away 12 years ago. And then there's a little bit of storytelling there. I think, let me just see my personality traits here. I'm going to go ahead and choose C.
C.
A historical figure. And I'm going to say that M would love to have dinner with Walt Disney.
Oh.
I don't know if it counts as a historical figure, but I guess modern history.
He's historical. Yeah.
Created an empire.
He did create an empire. I mean,
Right?
it's his name on the
Well,
back.
there you go. We're going to have a lovely dinner at one of the Disneyland restaurants.
Yes.
So I'm going to go up on curiosity, which is this one right here.
Yeah.
Yes. So a little bit more curious as my occupation here dictates. So that's it.
All
Would
right.
you go ahead and drop a scene?
I do need to draw one. Let's go ahead and get dramatic. And that was our 12th scene.
Yes. So this is 12 scenes. That is the end of the chapter. We're going to be moving into our final chapter. Let me just confirm. Yep, that's 12 scenes. So that is the end of the chapter. We are going to move into our final chapter here. Chapter 3. Before the grand finale, let's just do a little update check here. It looks like between the two of us, I'm definitely more satisfied in our
I
relationship.
have only 14 satisfaction points. You have what, 23?
I have 23. I think I bent your arm a little bit on a few
You
of those
did, yeah.
a few of those
Felt it.
scenes. And in general, it doesn't seem like our personalities are really meshing.
They don't.
They don't. I
Only
thought
in
with
sincerity.
the seducing scent, I thought that would do something.
It's just a trait. Yeah, it just gets you off the block. It's really about what's going on here with these other traits.
Are you ready for chapter 3?
What do we got?
Is your love unconditional? Things are getting rougher? How deep is your love, Naveen? We both discard one scene and draw a new one. So it's a nice way to kind of flush that.
Okay.
And so we're both going to choose our options here. And we only have two options. It's either my love is unconditional, there's a specific destiny you can't discard, or I will never stop trying to do my best. That's all I can promise. So we really want to try to answer the same question here, or the same choice here, so that we can go up on satisfaction. So I'm going to discard this scene first.
Yeah, I'll discard
And
this one.
It's a sweet scene, so I'm just going to replace it with another sweet.
So we can only draw from the drama
Oh.
deck now.
Oh
Only
no.
Dramatics.
This is going to be a rocky chapter. And this last chapter is going to be 8 cards in length. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh boy.
What? Your love is unconditional?
Yeah. Look at how
suit?
unsatisfied I am, and I made it to chapter 3.
You're a liar. David is a liar.
I am sincere.
That's what we've discovered.
Yeah, David.
Oh, you are sincere as well.
I have a 5 on sincere.
Well, maybe that's a problem. You're too truthful.
Too true.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you chose A. You have to discard a destiny. You cannot discard unconditional love.
No problem.
I chose B. I will never stop trying to do my best. That's
discard
all
this
I
one.
can promise.
That's fair.
So I just discard any destiny
Any
that
destiny.
I'd like. And because we did not match, we do not go up in satisfaction. We stay
I was
where
hoping.
we are. All right, who played the last scene?
I'm the one that triggered the last one, so it's going to be you.
Okay, so I'm going to start us off. And I think this is the perfect time to play this scene, seeing as David has admitted that his love is unconditional. We're remembering that. I'm popping the question.
You're popping the question?
David,
Okay.
will
yes.
you marry me?
Wow.
So I, as a player, I get 2 bump ups on sincerity. I am the sincere one so far. Well, we're both
becomes
sincere, but
6,
I'm a
yeah.
little bit more
A little bit more.
sincere. And then you basically can choose yes or no. Yes, we're going to be engaged, or no, I'm sorry, I'm not ready. So come on, David.
Choose wisely, both David and Naveen.
You're
Okay. I will say yes. I'll do it.
Good. I wasn't expecting you to say yes.
How could I?
So you're going to go up a little bit more on
Do
sincerity.
a double. There you
And
go.
it's yes, we are now engaged.
Amazing.
So because David chose this, we both get +5
There we go.
in satisfaction.
There we go. So
1, 2,
9.
3, 4, 5, because we all know that there is some immediate satisfaction from that, right? At this point, if either of us have discarded the destiny called unconditional love, then you have to swap it in. So I don't know, did I? Oh, yeah, I did. So
It must come back.
let's come back.
Unconditional.
I have to discard a different one. And then the final thing here is this is specific to this scenario. There is a special event called the wedding ceremony. that can potentially be triggered. You know, if there are certain scenes in the decks that are linked to this special event. It wasn't just popping the question. There are other ways to get to this.
Right. Okay.
But if somebody answered, properly, like Naveen did, then this gets shuffled into the serious deck. So we do have the opportunity to have a wedding ceremony if
Right.
somebody pulls it and plays
Pulls
it.
it and plays it.
You know what? It says to shuffle this into the serious deck, which we're not going to get to.
Yeah, the rules of this chapter is you can only draw from the drama. So I think the game is forcing us to not get married.
Maybe we'll just be engaged the entire time.
That's right.
All right, so then I end my turn by drawing from the drama deck, because again, those are the only cards
We're allowed to.
we're being allowed to draw. We're going to be forced down this dramatic path.
So I'm seeing that I'm having some problems with some of my traits and what's going on the board.
You're so upset in this
Yes.
relationship, lawyer
Yes.
David.
So I'm going to play a special effect called a fortune cookie.
Oh.
All right. And so it says, I love fortune cookies. Listen to this. And I'm supposed to interject my little wisdom. My wisdom is, those who do not change stay the same. That's my own fortune. Okay. Amazing. What a life changer.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So the special effect as to why I play this is the player, who's me, can change a trait. So I'm going to swap out this trait here.
Yeah.
That was kind of dragging me down.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a new trait and just
And just good luck.
good luck.
It's that thematically that happens. People change their personalities over time, especially.
You're changing me,
This has been a rocky relationship.
It has.
I think I'm the one who's satisfied in the relationship, so I might be
That's true.
changing you and not even knowing it.
Yeah. Oh, you've changed me here.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, boy.
Well, draw your dramatic scene. All right, seeing as Naveen has a new trait, and when you draw a new trait randomly, it's not necessarily going to match up with what's currently on the board. So I'm going to try to see if I can help him manipulate his personality dimensions. We're going to have an argument at the
Ooh.
restaurant. I can't believe you did
Yikes.
that. This kind of thing makes me so mad. So we're going to both choose how we continue the discussion.
Okay.
So choose wisely. There are 3 options, and it kind of ranges from sorry, honey, you're right, I'm wrong, to let's just stop this stupid fight. I love you. Let's move on. Just choose how you would respond as David, right?
David's going to respond.
All right, I have my answer. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. C.
E.
Oh my gosh, we are never gonna. This is not gonna end well.
Okay.
So
Well, you know I'm right.
you would think you're right.
So the chooser, me, is going to gain 1. There we go. That's good. That's something.
Okay.
And the other is going to lose 1.
So I lose the satisfaction.
And then I'm going to put 1 trait goes down in gentleness and down in sincerity.
Yeah. You are very self-centered. How dare you? You immediately think that. I just said let's just stop this stupid fight. Right? I love you and just want to have a good time with you. So
that's nice.
I
That's nice.
lost satisfaction because I basically
You conceded.
I conceded. Yeah. So I am less sensitive. I'm a little bit more calm, right?
Sure.
I guess that's the opposite of sensitive. And then I gain gentleness. I was being very gentle. Handle that situation.
Yeah, you wanted to get out of that.
And there are no additional effects because neither of us matched. So let's go ahead and take this back. And I have to draw some drama. All right, now it is back to you.
Em, I have been browsing through some of your texts.
What?
Reveal your secret.
Oh,
You reveal one of your partner's secrets in play. All consequences of the secret are revealed immediately.
oh my gosh, my secret.
Your secret.
What is it?
You forgot. And so this is a minor scene, so this is just going to get discarded. It does not get added to the chapter.
Right. So this is my secret.
Your big
Surprise!
secret.
I'm arranging a huge surprise party.
Oh.
I hope it won't be spoiled, David.
Sorry. I didn't realize.
Well, I do go up in sincerity.
That is
I was very
nice of you.
honest
That's very nice.
in telling you about my secret party plans. Unfortunately, it was revealed though. So there's a little text box under here where something happens if it's
Okay.
revealed. The player, which is me, I get -2 on my satisfaction because who wants their surprise party
Yeah, you
to
planned
be
it.
foiled? Yeah.
Called everyone.
All that work. Everybody's involved.
RSVPs.
I hope you're ashamed. Although you
The
get
venue.
+2.
Well, I'm
satisfaction.
very like, wow, that's really nice of you.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Okay, so now we're coming back towards each other here. I have 22, you have 24.
Well, since this was revealed, I don't actually get to keep this. Had this not gotten revealed at the very end of the game during the grand finale, as long as we're still together, we would have both had 4 satisfactions.
Okay, yeah.
So you took away a little bit of happiness
Had to.
from our relationship.
All right.
All right.
All right. We're going to draw back up.
Okay. Now, before I take my turn, something we haven't mentioned yet is the minor scenes, which are the scenes that get discarded. You can actually discard any number of those at the start of your turn to redraw.
Yep.
So if you feel like you're never going to plan or you just don't want to, you can do that. So I'm going to discard this one. Discard it face up. And I'm just going to draw a new one.
Okay.
All right. A real simple one.
Okay.
You need to forgive me. I know it's difficult to trust me. I know I made a mistake. I stepped on your nerdy glasses.
Oh,
and,
that's where they went.
I lied about it, and I'm really sorry. I want to change. I promise you this will never happen again because the glasses are now gone. And I will do everything necessary to change. You basically choose to forgive me or not. And your personality traits will change depending on what you choose.
You know, B, I do not forgive you. No way.
What?
I don't believe you'll change. No.
I stepped on them once.
Yeah,
I'm admitting to it.
I'm not gentle, as you know.
You are the most antagonistic, rough, and stubborn partner I have ever had.
That's right.
So you get -3 satisfaction.
You know what?
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
If you discarded a destiny called Heartbreaker or Honorable Exit, you swap it in. But I also lose 3 on my satisfaction. 2, 3.
Oh.
That did not end like I'd hoped. All right, back to you.
Okay, so I'm going to discard 3 of these minor scenes cards.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3 to draw 1, 2, and 3.
And we've played 4 cards so far.
Halfway there.
So we're halfway through this chapter, but really just 4 more scenes until the end of the game.
Em, I have some bad news.
What?
My best friend died.
Oh, that's awful.
I just don't know what to do. I feel like I have a huge hole in my stomach.
Well, yeah.
So the player, who's me, is going to discard up to 2 scenes.
Okay.
But I'm also going to go up on the sensitivity track right there. And the
that's
partner is
awful.
going to choose.
You know what? I'm going to choose B because it looks like it's going to be giving you some satisfaction, which means you probably want to hear this.
Sure.
I am so sorry he died, and I feel so sad for you. Let me hold you.
I accept.
So I go up 2 on gentleness. That was a very
gentle of you.
way to approach the terrible news.
Mm-hmm.
I also discard a destiny, and you get 2 satisfaction.
Okay.
And if you had discarded unconditional love, then swap that in now. Okay. But I actually ignore that because you cannot discard to less than 2.
Right.
And I only have 2 of them in my hand.
Right.
So, all right.
Okay, so I'm going to draw back up. So it's all from the drama deck now. It's all dramatics.
Wow, you only had 2 left in your hand,
Only 2 left.
Since we're engaged and all, I think it's time to have this talk.
Oh, okay.
I think you should sell your car.
Sell my car?
Yes, it's for your own good.
Wow.
So I'm telling you that that is the item that I'd like you to sell, and then you're going to tell me how you're going to react to this.
Okay.
You know, it is a gas guzzler. We need to be more serious, and we're going to need to invest in the future.
Okay.
Frankly, I don't like the way that your car smells. So it's time to replace it.
I could get a car wash. Okay.
A or B?
A. My Honda? Are you insane? That isn't part of who I am. I would never, ever consider selling it.
Well, I said it was a gas guzzler. I don't think Hondas are gas.
My Honda,
gas guzzlers.
what was it? Truck.
Yeah?
From the 80s. The pickup truck, yeah.
All right.
All right, so this is going to go there. Sensitivity goes up. And then also my extrovert.
All right. You also get -3 satisfaction because how dare I? How dare I even tell you to do that?
Wow.
I also get -3. Naveen, you had the option to give one of us satisfaction.
No satisfaction.
And you do 3. It's like he doesn't want the relationship to succeed.
There's some traits that I'm seeing here.
Okay. It also tells me to draw a dramatic scene as a
nice.
result of your decision.
Right. I've been seeing someone. My psychologist.
Oh, okay.
I really had a breakthrough with my psychologist yesterday. I'm
Good.
going to change a few things about how I approach life.
Great. I'm glad that you're seeing a psychologist.
So, as a special effect, I am going to change a trait.
Oh, okay.
I've had a breakthrough, you know.
That's great.
Yeah.
So they helped you realize who you are. They helped you unpack some of your personality.
My baggage. So let's get myself a new trait. Who am I? Interesting.
Is that are you glad? Are you happy about what you've uncovered about yourself?
No.
Uh-oh.
Wow, I've tried to change that same one 3 times.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you are who you are.
I'm in a life discovery process.
You have to lean into it,
I'm
figuring
myself out. How many cards is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh.
Oh, one last scene. This could potentially be
it.
The end of the game.
Could be.
Have I met my... Have I met all my traits?
Now you're trying to figure that out. Okay.
Okay, this is going to be the last scene of the game, and I'm thinking now that I'm not going to reach my destiny because I'm looking at the personality trait offerings here, and it's not looking good.
Oh no.
So I'm hoping that you can reach
One of
yours.
us can reach.
But since we're near the end of the game, I do want to clarify one thing. Maybe you can help me out with a rumor, because your friend says that. I've heard that your partner says they are tired of how you behave and wishes you would change. Is that true, Naveen?
Wow.
David.
I mean,
So you would choose. What is your reaction to these rumors? It's going to be A, of course I'll change. Why don't you tell me? No need for rumors. B, don't talk about me behind my back. Or C, believe me, I've tried to change. It's too much effort. That's probably the most accurate answer since you've changed two of your personality
changed
traits.
twice, but to be honest, don't talk about me behind my back. B. No,
Okay.
no. So we are gonna do that.
Wow.
Take 3 away.
You are so rough.
I am so rough, stubborn, and antagonistic.
Wow, I cannot believe we've made it this far in this relationship since high school.
Yes.
So you get -1 on your
Minus one.
satisfaction,
That's
and I
okay.
get -2. We are super unsatisfied in this relationship. I'm technically supposed to draw another scene. I don't know if it's going to matter.
Right.
Because we have
8 of
1,
them.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
Okay,
cards.
the last scene.
The end of the chapter, we're going into the finale.
The finale.
Which is really not anything in addition to what we've already been doing. This is basically just the end of the game, final scoring kind of thing.
Yep.
So it says happy ending. How do you see your relationship? I think we both know the answer to that. But we're supposed to now select a final destiny from the options that we have left in our hand. I only had 2 of them left.
Same.
And
So I'm gonna keep this one.
gosh, I think
yeah.
what's your satisfaction?
17.
17. So
And
the
you're at
most
16.
that you can get is 15 points.
15 more, yeah.
15 more
5
points?
per each trait.
All right, I chose my destiny. So now we're going to reveal our destinies, and I guess I might as well go first.
Sure, okay.
The destiny card says 2 different things. The first thing is whether or not you decide to stay in the relationship in the end. And so for our specific scenario, all of them say you stay in the relationship. There's no risk for breaking up, but in other scenarios, there might be that risk. And then below that, it tells you the requirements that need to be met in order for your destination to be your destiny.
To reach your destination of your destiny.
Oh my gosh.
To be successful.
To fulfill your destiny. And so for mine, I chose self-realization. And it says, I will fulfill my destiny if I have an individual balance of 4 or more personality tokens for all of my trait goals. And my satisfaction is 30 or more, and my partner does not break up. And so those are just the requirements. We're not going to grade them yet.
Okay, mine is equal partners. So I'm going to fulfill my destiny if the difference between the 2 of us is no more than 3 in terms of satisfaction. So as of right now, I have 16, you have 17. So that's the case right there.
I have 16.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have 17, you have 16. So
Okay.
we are within the 3. And your satisfaction is 20 or more.
Yours.
Yeah. Your meaning me.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
The card is reading to me. Yeah.
Yes.
And then, and your partner does not break up, but we're not going to be breaking up in this
Yes.
one as per the scenario.
So we will see, because we now need to score our traits. Before that, if either of us had any secrets in play that were not revealed, then we would reveal them at this time and then get whatever benefits it says. But because Naveen foiled my party plans, neither of us have a secret in place. So we're going to skip that and go straight to our traits.
Sure.
So my first trait is little did you know, but I'm flirtatious.
Oh.
Or M is flirtatious. So the trait goal says that we have to have a shared balance of +5 on the extroversion, which we definitely have.
Definitely.
Because right now our shared balance is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 -1, it's +9.
+9.
So we are a very extroverted couple. Achieving this trait is going to get me 5 satisfaction. So this goes to 11.
21.
Oh yes, 21. Sorry. So just like that. My next trait, I am also just. So if it was not clear, I am very sincere and honest. I'm fair. And this trait goal requires a shared balance of +5 on sincerity, which again, you and I have both really crushed.
Yeah, 14 minus 3. That looks good.
Yeah, seeing as David is a lawyer, he's very honest.
I am just.
And I am also a journalist. I want to report on the truth. We are both just people. So
another 5.
Another 5. So I go to 6.
Nice, full circle.
And then my last trait, which is going to lose me in terms of my destiny, is I am irresponsible. So I need an individual balance of -3 on discipline, which I did achieve.
Interesting.
But it's not going to be enough to meet my self-realization goal, which you'll see.
Oh, shit.
So I get 5 points for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Amazing.
And that is 31.
So you satisfied all your traits.
Yeah, it's interesting. So I was an irresponsible yet flirtatious yet honest
Just. Yeah.
journalist who also owns a gold chain and a flowery hat.
At one point.
And at one point, at some point in life.
Okay,
Right?
so do you want to see the traits that I gave up?
Oh yeah, let's see it.
All right, so the very first trait that I had was this one. It was ambitious. And this one wanted me to have a shared balance of +5. So your -3 here was really killing me. So I was like, I'm going to get out of this.
So thematically, you're trying to force an irresponsible partner
to be disciplined.
To be disciplined.
Yes.
So you're trying to make me into something that I'm not
And you
yet,
weren't being disciplined.
Right?
Every time there was something there, you would put down there, and I'm like, I need the spread to be there. So as of right now, this is +2. So I said, you know what? I don't know what she's got going on. I'm just going to toss this one.
Okay.
I tossed that one, and I got into task-oriented.
Oh my gosh.
This one wanted a -5 shared down this way, and this was so stacked up earlier. So right when I got this, I was like, this is a goner.
So you're extroverted, and then suddenly your new personality trait wanted you to be introverted.
Yes.
You changed at some point in life.
I went
It's a
from like
hard
super
switch.
disciplined to extroversion.
Yeah.
After that, I received kind,
Oh,
which
okay.
wanted the exact opposite of what I'd been doing all game. This one was +5 on the gentleness.
And this is a shared
This is a
balance.
shared
so between
balance.
Oh wow, you are super, super rough.
Yeah, so this is 11 total in the negative, and then +4. So I'm in the far negative there.
Yeah,
so
-7.
I'm gonna lose 2 points here for not satisfying this trait. So 1, 2.
Oh no.
Not good.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
what's silly about this was from the very get-go, I was cynical. I wanted the
Oh.
exact opposite. So when I stumbled into this, that was a problem. I wanted a shared -5 total, which we've just established is a-okay over here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get 5 points.
So it's kind of like you have been a cynical person this far in a relationship, and then something, maybe the psychologist decided to change you into a kind person.
Tried.
But right now it's a little bit too late
A
for
little
that.
too late for
because
change, yeah.
It's caused too many rifts in a relationship.
Yeah, but the last thing I was down to earth.
Oh, okay. Just like
So
in
I
your
needed,
life.
as an individual, I just needed there to be at least 3 here for myself. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1. So I have -4 going this way. That is successful.
Nice.
So we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
So, 4, 5. Yes, thank you. 5.
Yeah, you get 5.
5.
5 points. Okay. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So that's it. We've scored all of our traits. And now we're going to see if we fulfilled our character's destinies. So I already kind of gave it away, but for my self-realization, I did not fully realize my disorganized ways. I think I had some trouble admitting that I'm a little bit disorganized. I needed one more because it says I have to have an individual balance of 4 or more for all 3 of those traits that I said.
Oh, I see.
And I only have 3 right there. Had I had one more, then it would have been fine because my other requirement is I have to have a 30 or more in
Which you do have.
satisfaction,
Okay.
which I do have. So that's me. I did not fulfill my destiny. How about you?
Well, I didn't think you were going to be able to satisfy 3 of your traits, so I chose equal partners,
Yeah,
which says basically I only fulfill my destiny if our spread is within 3. I have 25 to your 31, and I scored more than 20, which I did do.
So you needed to just be just a little bit more.
I needed you to
satisfied.
not satisfy your traits as much as you did.
Oh
I needed you
gosh.
to have like a -2 instead of a +5 on one of them.
We failed our
Alas.
destinies.
Well-
So I think technically what this means is we stayed together. You know, we didn't break up. We've been high school sweethearts, or I guess we broke up at some point.
For 5 years.
And then we are now still together, but neither of us are happy with
Yeah.
where we are going in life.
Yes, we're in a tailspin. Let's
We're in a
just put it that way.
tailspin, so-
But we're still together.
I mean, that is where this scenario ends. There's probably more to this story, but to be continued.
Well, anyway, that was Fog of Love. Thank you all so much for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. And thank you to Floodgate Games for sponsoring this playthrough. We really appreciate it. If you do like to see these kind of videos in the future, please consider subscribing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.